There we go.
Yeah, looks like we are live.
Not according to this. It says preparing to live stream.
No, we're live. I can see us on the
You
YouTube.
can see you on
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. Okay.
It's
so
happening.
as usual, the company is lying to us. It is so dry here today. We have the real desert air today, don't we, kid? Let's see. What did you say, KayKay? You said something up there.
KayKay.
Even he's sneezing a little bit today. There's just dry air and cockatoo dots. Right, KayKay? I thought he'd be a little calmer today. Yesterday, he kind of went over the edge. He kept going after Jasmine, so I had to take him out. He got 2 hours out, but so today he's a little more reticent, I think, about what he's done. Hi, sweetheart. I keep telling him he's a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. Yeah. Mander, what? Hi. What are you doing, Mander?
Oh, Falcon Sue's here and Rita's here.
Hello,
Do you
Falcon
see a
Sue.
Cecil bird on Don's lap? Yes, you do. With his
Couldn't
ball.
possibly be couldn't be a Cecil bird. Yep. Which someone on Instagram, I know who that was, donated the money for the ball. So
That's nice.
you got 6 of them, didn't you, boy? Someone else came in and donated, so he got 12 wiffle balls too. He likes to flatten those out.
Oh, what a lucky Cecil.
Nice, Cecil. This one up here, which come on, I hit the button. There we go. This one likes grass baskets and things like that. He chews those right up. Yeah. Which means there's a pile of chewed up grass basically around his cage. Isn't there, boy? Hey, you. Hi, how are you? How's the KayKay? KayKay's a good bird. All right, you gonna beat me up now, Cecil? You beat me up? Oh, I'll put the camera on you, then you pretend that you're not gonna do it. Yeah.
So we've got Michelle here and Mick Main Games and Susie Q is here as well.
Hello. Ouch.
Well, Mick Main Games says that Cecil looks like a scruffatoo. Are you a scruffatoo, Cecil?
Scruffatoo? Are you a scruffatoo? Cecil bird. What you doing? Yeah, I had to make the base for their mash this morning, so that's on the days I do that, I try to get that process started before I get them breakfast. So puts me about a half hour behind. My new technique makes it a little faster, but I don't know, I didn't think of doing it before. If I left the mash cook in the pressure cooker while I'm making the breakfast, when I'm done, I can pull down the mash base and add the powdered pellets to it, get it separated into the snap and seal containers, and then the refrigerator. What you doing? You have to furtively look at the camera to make sure you're still in focus, because you move around so much.
You're such a busy boy.
Yeah, I was looking through videos. I wanted to find a cute video of Coco, and I found it and I put it up on YouTube just to put it up there. And it's so cute of her taking a bath. He looks like an incredible bird.
Yeah, she was cute when she splashed around in the water.
He was just the cutest little thing. That's where he has strong personality too. Now I don't see some. He's got a wax in the face, hasn't he? And Bob's busy. He's down here nesting. Yeah, but did you just sneeze again? Yeah, the Benadryl has knocked that sneezing down to almost nothing, but when they all get in the room and they're all moving around, it's what it does. The HEPA filter does a pretty good job sitting over there, but they can't get it all at once. Right, Lucy? Yeah, she didn't sneeze at all last night. Usually she was getting pretty bad about sneezing, but she wasn't doing any sneezing out in the main room. There's 4 HEPA filters running out there, though. It makes a difference. Amanda, what are you doing back there? Mander has so far successfully come off the Hal Faradol, so we'll see. Gotta watch him closely, but he's been going down and down and down, and now he's off of it. Hey, Mander. Mander. Mander.
Amanda.
What are you doing? Yeah, that's right, Mander. What are you doing?
Salamander.
Mander bird.
Amanda.
Mander.
So EC Gmail is here and Falcon Zoo is here. So hello to both of you guys. And Falcon Zoo says that Don sounds a little bit garbled in the audio.
Yeah, it's my throat.
All right, okay.
Hey, no fighting, you two. Bob, go down there and nest. Go on. Go back down. Bob. You gonna bark too up there? More of a Pomeranian, I think. Yeah, is that all you have to say? Is that it? Are you done? No? Stop it, you two. Bob, cut it out. Sit down there. Go down. No, Bob, leave him alone. Stop it. Sit down there and play. Cecil, you're egging him on. Stop it. Daz. Dazzy. Loose.
Who's cooing? Is that you, Don?
That's me.
Okay.
And
Quite realistic.
What was that, Mander? Hello. Hello, Mander. Hello.
He's going wild.
Mander, Mander, Mander.
Salamander.
I just wonder, am I the only one who cannot hear Mander? I can see him doing fancy stuff, but
No, I can't hear him either.
okay. So the phone says, oh no, Don is having some noise around, we must filter.
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't put on any sound blockers. I'm not sure if there's a.
I think it does some sort of noise filtration automatically, because when they start screaming, we usually can't hear you. So that's pretty normal.
Mander, I was just advertising a little bit for the puzzle/quiz contest on Patreon. So maybe Mander's cheering the people so they get there and have a look on it, because everyone can have a look on it. It's openly posted, so even if you're not a Patreon or so, everyone can have a look if you're interested. It's pretty funny.
I'm trying to see if I can fix the sound on here, but I don't know. I put it on my AirPods. Yeah. I can remember. What are you doing down there, Bob? I know there's a way to adjust it, and I can't find it. Because I never do it. I never adjust it.
Oh, I see a sugary tail. Basically, all the Moluccan Mafia is on the. Hi, Shug. Shuggy, Jasmine, Mander.
Ouch.
Mighty Moluccans.
Diesel.
Yeah, and
Diesel.
Don is having a hard time doing his job, being tackled by Cecil, and Babalu tries to steal stuff from him. And even KayKay has become a handful.
Oh, now you're going to make it look like you weren't doing anything. He was going from side to side, just about as far as he could twist himself, and then whacking me in the head. He's not doing it now. You can do it now? Ah, that's my ear. Silly bird. Silly bird. That was my chin you hit there, silly bird.
I wonder if Lisa's going to come today, because she'll enjoy seeing Cecil.
Yeah. There's so many
Cecil's number
Cecil
one
fans
fan.
out there. But most of them are not in chat today. Oh, my Cecil. Looks like you need to send them some bash.
I switched
Seems
it
a bit
around
quiet
because I was trying to throw KayKay off so he wouldn't be so territorial by bringing in the boys, which tend to grab a little more territory.
Sugar looks good. She has fluffed legs.
Oh, yeah.
Which is always a highlight.
She's got her flares in today.
You too. You having fun, Bob?
Certainly.
Trying to sneak his way up, and I'm looking at him, and if he comes up and I'm not looking, then he'll try to steal the toy from Cecil. And then Cecil uses that time to bash him in the head. Don't you?
Shuggy. Having a brain. Such a good girl.
Snowball. Hey, Snowball. No bird.
What's the snowbird doing?
Not much. Now he's looking at me. He was kind of looking at the wall. Now he's looking. No bird. Snowball. Yeah, I'm talking to you, silly.
Snowball.
What are you laughing at?
Mm.
You laughing, KayKay? Is it funny?
Maybe Snowball needs some more action, like he was throwing things at him so he can catch it.
Yeah, if I had
That'd
a
be fun.
frisbee, he probably would. Yeah, I don't have a frisbee in here though.
Yeah, or other smaller toys he can catch. Like once you throw a ring at him and he caught it, you actually meant it to get him away from, I don't know, improperly preening of Lorelei or something like that, but he catched it.
Yeah, he will sometimes do that. If you got a frisbee, he'll always do it. But I don't have anything around here I can toss. All that stuff that I can, like those little things down there, those round deals I could toss, but they're too far away. And I would disturb the whole atmosphere of the room if I stood up. Wouldn't I, Sugar? Right, Cecil?
He's so happy with his ball.
Oh, he loves it rattling, but he has to take it apart too. So
These things don't last very long, do they?
they don't, but he sure has a good time with them. Don't you, boy? Hi, Bob. How you doing? Oh, how's Bob doing? What? What did you say? What did you say, KayKay? Hi. You're so quiet today. Pippa, what are you doing over there? Yeah. Pippa. What are you doing? Sleeping? Shouldn't be bothering you. Yeah. KayKay. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Hello, KayKay. Yeah. 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 Hi, baby. Hello. Oh. What a sweet little sound. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's sneaky, Bob. Don't do it. Was he preening you just to get at the ball? Was he? That tickles. What? What?
So Jocelyn Driggles joined the chat and says hello, Don.
Hello. Cecil says hello. Actually, he doesn't do it too often, but he does occasionally say it. Don't you, Cecil?
Yeah, usually Babaloo is the bigger chatterbox. If he starts to chatter along,
Yeah, Bob's a talker. Aren't you, Bob? Especially when I'm giving out medicine in the morning and he wants peanut butter. Babaloo, Bob, Bob, Bob,
oh my,
Babaloo.
Bob,
Bob's a good boy.
Bob's great.
Bob.
Bob.
Hello, Bob.
Bye-bye.
Oops. Yeah, flip means flip. There we go. There you are. What are you doing? KayKay. Yeah, he was at an activity level of about 9 yesterday, and today's I can talk once in a while. Hi, a big boy. KayKay.
KayKay.
Pip pip. Pip pip. Pip 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 pip. Pip pip pip. Snowball. Sure, you're not actually going to cry at me when I've got Cecil on my hand, are you? It's not going to work. He is sitting on my hand, so aren't you, big boy? Hmm? Bob is still digging. Yeah, I'm starting to settle in. You guys hasn't found a perfect spot yet, but he's working on it, aren't you, kid? Hmm?
Look at those two cuties. KayKay.
You're so quiet today. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, and there's even the boys are out. Lucy, what do you think about that? Is everyone far too quiet? Actually, don't just need to stand up and leave the room for a second.
No,
if you want to have
geez,
some commotion.
Yesterday, I'm not going to try to invite that because he gets a little too wound up sometimes over here.
Oh my, KayKay.
It's good that he's being calm today.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jasmine was starting to get frightened by him. And today it doesn't look like Salamander's paying a lot of attention to him. Yesterday he was fixated on him. So I'm going to watch every move he does. And if he moves so much as an inch, I'm going to climb back up on the perch.
Mm. Oh my, Mander.
Mander! Mander. Mander.
Oh, now he's looking.
Mander's probably mad that you put on a hat. Hat? Somebody say hat.
Hat. Oh, we don't want to wear a hat around Mander. Mander.
No hoodies. Especially no hoodies. No gangster look with Mander.
He's a very straight-laced kind of bird.
Yeah, there's certain types of rallies you can't take him to. These people who wear red hats would not be safe. It's just, he doesn't like, he's not particularly fond of the color red. And then you put a hat and make it on a hat, and that's it. He's done.
And if you're drinking beer, then Yeah, just
Amanda
go.
doesn't like red. Oh, my Amanda. You're a silly boy.
Mander. The silly human making sounds like a pigeon. What are you doing? That's it? No more display today? Oh, shake your head a little bit.
Oh, no spinning, no dancing. Oh, my Amanda, no jungle sounds.
I'm sure if I put music on, it would get him going, but unfortunately, the only device I have to do that in here wouldn't be able to do the music and also do the video. So,
I know.
but I did bring the big speaker in here now, so that might have can't talk tongue to the line. That might have been what set him off yesterday because you laughing about that? Because everybody was dancing. And the next thing I knew, he was a little out of control. So maybe the music could have done it. Nice yawn.
So can KayKay dance?
I haven't seen him dance, but he bounces his head a little bit.
We know he can sing.
Yeah, he can. I'd like to get that on video, but he's only done it a couple of times.
Oh, and Aaron's joined the chat, by the way. So hello, Aaron.
Hello, Aaron. Diesel, you already scratched my glasses up terribly. Do you want to do more of that? Is that what you're going to do? Yeah. I'm putting water in with me, but I just know it would be all over. They would never let me drink it. What are you doing? Now you're gonna hold my hand? Okay. You silly bird.
Silly bird wants to hold hands. So cute.
Well, seeing as it's so quiet today, if anyone in the chat has any questions or anything that they want to ask Don, then fire away. Because he can probably actually hear us when we read them.
What are you doing down there? Oh. Mander.
So if no one has questions, we annoy Mander. No,
Mander.
we don't. We love the Mander.
I can't do it.
Was that Don's version of Mander's jungle sound?
Yeah, that's when you don't have any moisture in your throat and you try to do his jungle sound. Yeah, Mander. You get up in the morning until you get used to the desert. This is the way it is. You get up and you can't open your eyes because they're like sealed shut because there's no moisture. Wake up in the middle of the night and you have to put drops in your eyes. These guys can't do that, so I have to watch them pretty closely. But they all sneeze a little bit, and then Pippa and Lucy are the ones that are suffering the most from lack of moisture. And you can't do much about it. I mean, you could put them in like a bathroom and turn a humidifier on or something, or just run the shower. But just 20 minutes of moisture isn't enough. So I give them a little shot of saline solution in each nair 3 times a day, and then they're both on Benadryl to try to stop the sneezing response.
So we have a couple of questions from viewers. So the first one is from Falcon 2, who wants to know if the flock can hear me and Amy during the live.
On and off. I think the sound's better when I put it on AirPods, but I put it on speaker part of the time. I'll put it back on speaker now, but I think it cuts out.
Usually when the girls are out, it's fine. for them to be able to hear us. But when the boys are out, Bob sometimes goes a little nuts when he can hear people on the phone. So it just depends.
Bob is not cool with the phone at all, especially when there appear people and talk to Don without his permission. I don't know what got him last week, but that was the very first time he allowed me to talk to Don on speaker, so Babalu could actually hear me, and I was allowed to talk to Bob. Bob, we had a nice conversation. I told
I wasn't
Bob
there, so
what a good boy he is, and he was agreeing heavily.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so hopefully I'll get a turn with talking to Bob.
Mm.
And there's a question from Dirty Birds Inc. as well. So how is my bird going to do when I go to Mexico for 9 days? They won't see me. I have to pay to keep my parrots in care. I hope they don't hate me for it.
No, they won't, but main thing to remember is when you come back, they're going to be glad to see you. I mean, that is not always the case, but it's usually the case. So you have to reintroduce yourself slowly. It's not like they don't remember you. I like to think of it this way. If my grandmother has passed away a long time ago, so if I opened the front door and my grandmother was standing there, I'd probably be more than shocked. And in the wild, when their flock mates are no longer with them, they're gone, they're dead. So they may actually think that you're dead while you're gone. And if you reappear, that may explain why quite often they're like, I don't want to touch this ghost. I don't know that that's the case, but it's a good way to remember it because you want to approach them slowly and work back in over, let's say, 3 days. Some birds are not okay with it, but the ones that are not are known to be like spontaneously nippy and that kind of thing. So,
and there's an update from Dirty Birds who says so if I've read this right, I think where they're going to be staying is where he bought them from originally. So it's like they're going back to the pet shop, as it were.
oh, yeah, that's not a good situation, but what are you going to do, right? I mean, you have to find a place that will take them. So, hey, you two, hey. Bob, cut it out. Leave them alone. Yeah, it's probably going to be harder on them that way, but if you have to go, you have to go.
I mean, it's better that they're cared for by people who know how to look after them rather than not. So you do what you need to. But what do you think, Don, about this theory that if you kind of, for maybe a week or so before you go, if you kind of sit and look into their eyes and talk very seriously to them and explain that you're going away and they'll have to go and stay with people, if you do that every night for a little while, do you think they understand?
I don't know if they understand, but it does seem to help because they see a change in your behavior. So they know something's coming. Obviously they don't understand English, but the people I know that have done that have had better results.
It's like they see that you're trying to communicate something to them. So then when something happens, it's like, oh, that must be what the human was telling me about.
And they're seeing a
Maybe.
change in their too. I mean, the mere fact that you're doing that's a change in their routines. So yeah, that can be, can't hurt. That's probably what I would do. I'm lucky in a way because I was born with a memory, this is a strange memory condition where I don't remember yesterday. So what's the point in me going on a vacation? I have no desire to go on a vacation. I wouldn't remember it. And B, I'd be away from the birds. One of those two things work for me, but that's because of the memory condition I have. So I can remember technical details like what an endoplasmic reticulum was, what I learned in 10th grade, but I can't remember yesterday. So vacations are a total waste of time for me. But I know that they're important to other people who don't have SDAM, you know, a vacation serves a purpose. Doesn't it, Salamander? Mander, Salamander. What's up? What's up? What's up? What you doing over there? Well, oh yeah, nice trip there. He doesn't mind being teased, but he doesn't walk all that well with that twisted spine or twisted pelvis. So. Now, that's funny. The reason I said spine is because I was originally told that. So with my memory condition, I'll go back to the original thing I was told, and then walk the path down to reality, whatever it actually is. That's not nice. Do not grab his tail. Get down there and play. Go on, get down there and play.
That'll be a good boy, Bob.
Are you tearing that toy up already? Are you? It's not going to rattle if you tear it up. It's not going to rattle if you tear it up. Yeah, vacations are a tough one on birds because they're never away from their flock in the wild, and so it's kind of built in that they expect you to be there. But most of them weather it okay. It just takes a little while to get over it. Most of the stories I hear are from people who approached. Usually, it's an Amazon or a macaw. After being gone for a few days, they come back and try to immediately hug them or something. It didn't work. But I've heard of a few cockatoos doing that as well. Get away from me.
Oh, Babaloo training the Cecil bird. That's very nice.
Do you think he is planning just to grab the ball when Cecil's been lulled into a false sense of security?
Or earpod, one never knows.
That's super cute though.
It's hard to say if he plans it or if he just takes the opportunity. It's hard to know the answer to that one.
Cecil looks a bit suspicious.
Yeah, Bob, you okay over there? I can say that because I've got the hoarse throat and funny nose too. Yeah, if I were to try to run something like a humidifier, I'd need 3 or 4 of them. It's a huge area out there. It's not a little tiny area that I'm doing that in, because the main bird room is attached to the anteroom, which is attached to the kitchen, which is attached to the dining room. So it's a big, long area. So it would take a while to get the humidity out. Today it's about 80%.
Now Bob claims the rattle ball.
Hi, KayKay, what's up? You getting out and going
You
around
guys. Funny boys.
Hi, KayKay. Hi, baby. Hey, Bob.
Babaloo, Babaloo, Bob.
Oh yeah, please like and subscribe so that Cecil can afford more rattle balls to bash on with.
Hey, Cecil.
Look at him. Too cute. He's so cute. Bob.
And so is Bob. They're both good boys.
Bob is kind of peekaboo. Can I have the rattle ball, please?
Bob. Hey, let go of it, Bob.
Oh
No,
my.
Bob. Babaloo, do not fight him.
It's gonna be tug of war, I think.
Mm.
Bob, it looks sad.
Oh,
You're
Bob
cool.
wants one.
Bob's a good bird. Bob's a good bird. That's you, Bob.
No, Bob's a good bird. It's a good boy.
Oh, Bob is really good bird. Today I watched an episode with him and Pippa, where Pippa I think was pretty new, and Babaloo came up with one of these game cards with a heart on it and showed it Pippa.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It is. Oh, Bob. He was so
Poor
friendly.
Bob.
And Pippa was like, nope.
He's so misunderstood. He just wants to be friends with everyone, but
Yep.
they don't understand.
Mm.
Well, maybe KayKay will come and hang out with Cecil and Bob, and then there'll be a trio. That would be cool.
Yep.
That would be lots of fun.
I think when KayKay joins Babaloo and Cecil, and they have a little club going on, then I think they finally have become unstoppable.
Yeah, be a rowdy boys club.
Mm. Oh, what's KayKay doing?
Yeah, it's being silly, I think.
Ah,
Oh no,
leaning over
no,
with the beak open.
Yeah, that doesn't always mean what you think it does. But Bob, go play. Hey, you all
Maybe
right?
KayKay wants
Bob,
to go.
don't stare
Oh.
at him. No, I think Bob's staring at him and he doesn't like it. It's all right, KayKay. All right. Bob, do not sit. See, Bob just doesn't get it. Bob, put your head down. You really want to fight with him? You know what you are. You run away whenever there's a fight. Hi, KayKay.
Okay.
You stop it, Bob. Bob, no. Stop. Hi, KayKay. You want to come over, KayKay? I don't think Bob's going to be good about that. Bob, calm down. He's been nesting by my side, so it's a little questionable. You want to come over, KayKay? Come on. We'll put you on this side. Bob, no. You're not moving. No. Babaloo. Babaloo, no. You have to use the shoe in between them sometimes. No, Bob. You calm down. He can sit on my lap. He was doing this with Jasmine yesterday. No. No. Bob. No. He can sit on my lap. Babaloo. Calm down. Bob's a good boy. Bob's a good boy. Bob, you can come back up. You just need to leave him alone. I can speak English to you and you can understand. Instead, come up. All right. KayKay, you need to move over a little bit. Come here. Come on. Bob, you be nice. You be nice.
There's lots of room on Don's lap for all the different birdies.
Mm.
I have to be ready
Bobby.
to use the. No. Don't start that, Bob.
I think up to 10 birdies set at the same time on Don.
I think so.
Good boy, Bob. Good boy. KayKay, it's all right. All right. All right. All right. You be calm. It's all right. It's all right. Good boy, Bob. Yeah, I can tell you're confused.
KayKay's a friendo. He's allowed to sit there.
Yeah, Bob would just
Nice
stay
run
where he
for Bob.
was. If he would just stay where he was and not get out and try to confront, it wouldn't be a problem. That's my head you're hitting with that thing with up there, boy. Bob, come on up.
Aaron
not
just
gonna-
donated for the new place $20. So thank you very much,
Oh.
Aaron.
Oh, thank you, Aaron.
Which birdie wants to say thank you? KayKay.
Yeah.
KayKay,
Lucy
KayKay.
might. Lucy probably would.
Mm.
Can any of them actually say thank you?
No. Nope.
I have to train one of them to say it.
Closest thing I ever had to that was Murray, the African gray. And if you gave her something that she liked, she'd say, "Way to go." And then when you were walking away, she'd say, "That's a good boy." God, she was funny. I wish I had more video. I only have a tiny bit because she died a long time ago. So she died when I had my original Apple phone, the 3GS, and that didn't take much video. Gems were the old days in computer time.
Yeah, she sounded like a wonderful personality.
And if it wasn't for Pippa's friend, Steve Jobs, I wouldn't have been taking videos of anything without using a video camera, because you think IBM was going to do what Steve Jobs and Wozniak did? No way. You want to talk
hail
about
Steve Jobs.
the video they did of 1984, where they showed the marching, everybody marching in union to the drums of the IBM. Yeah, that's the way it used to be too. Now look at them. You hear the name, but it has nothing to do with computing as far as humans go. They have a small company called Lenovo that they own, but that makes those little boxes they call computers. But not something I would buy.
Jocelyn wants to know if you've ever seen Einstein the Talking Parrot.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. At Congo African Gray, yep. They're all pretty much Einsteins.
Yeah, I like these Congo African grays.
They don't all talk though. A lot of people, they think you can just buy one and it's going to talk. Sometimes they just make sounds like you.
Yep.
And they do them at the right time too. You put something in the microwave and you hear the microwave beeping, and you go over there and it's not done. Yeah, they love to play games on people. My favorite one was this one named Amber that used to call the dog Jetta. Come here, Jetta, and the dog would come in, and then the bird would go and just do that all day long. Call the dog was dumb, come in there, and then laugh at it, and just would go on all day. Dog would. That was like my. I had a crazy Aunt May. She was. You've heard of people who are really, clean freaks. Well, first time she cooked the chicken, after she got done removing all the bones, she took tweezers and removed all the veins. That's my Aunt May. But my Uncle Bruce and all the furniture in the house was covered in plastic, and the children were only allowed to sit on one couch, even though everything was covered in plastic. And my Uncle Bruce used to come over and he smoked a pipe, and she really couldn't tell him no. So she would bring out he'd bring out an ashtray, and she'd be milling around, waiting for him to dump the ashes. And finally she'd sit down. Then he would tap his pipe, and she'd get up, take the ashtray, take it in the kitchen, clean it, bring it back out, and this whole thing would go on. She knew what he was doing, but she was so obsessive compulsive, she couldn't control herself. So she never got to actually sit down while my Uncle Bruce was there.
So she literally had to clean the ashtray in between him, in between each time he wanted to drop ash.
He wasn't going to drop ash until she tried to sit down. So he had her complete. If we were there for 3 hours, she never sat down. She would start to, and then he'd tap his pipe. And yeah, I had some interesting people in my family. I don't know if that makes me the white sheep or the black sheep, but I'm definitely one of the sheep. What are you doing down there, Bob? You nut. Hi.
Oh,
He's digging on that side, and then KK's sitting over here now. Hi, KK.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Boys.
they're such good boys.
That's probably the only thing my family is good for is the stories about things that happened, you know. I had a hemophiliac cousin who decided to give natural birth up in the mountains. I'm surprised she lived through that. You want to talk about just dumb luck. So I'm around
Amanda's moving back there.
finally around the Thane. Are you sane, big boy? What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, KK? Hi, baby. All right. KK's a good bird. KK's a good bird. Yeah. Yeah, you know you're a good bird, don't you? Yeah.
He's so sweet. I'm so glad to have KK.
Mm.
That what happened yesterday with him getting territorial and he kept going after Jasmine. A lot of people, when they see that kind of behavior, they're going to be hesitant about bringing them out again. But the trick is to kind of redo the situation. I brought the boys out first, and that kind of threw him. I also put that little step stool that he likes to get under. I put it over there in case he wanted to go and play over there. And so I just distracted him a bit. And he's a good boy. He just had a moment. One thing, if you're cautious, you have to keep them separated. And so if one bird's attacking another, it's perfectly okay as long as you're careful about it. If you put your foot between the two birds, now you can try your hands. You can do that too, but you're going to need Band-Aids if you use your hands. If you have shoes on and you're cautious and gentle about it, you can keep them from hurting each other. And they won't get hurt, but you have to be really careful with it.
Well, you need one of those foam hands like they have at football matches.
Yeah. Although, you know how fast one of these guys would go through foam, but maybe if it scared him away, maybe if it scared him, it might work. But yeah, I actually had to put my foot between the two because he came running over like a freight train to try to get Jasmine. She just got on the floor and was coming over. And so I had to, and I couldn't get down there with my hands fast enough. So I just put my foot between the two and kind of edged him out of the way. I'm surprised he didn't even try to bite my shoe, which normally is what they would do. You put your hands between two birds that are about ready to get into a scuffle, and your hands are usually going to get it. But it's not a question of. The other thing is, if you do use like any kind of an implement that you have, such as shoes, to put between the two of them, you're saving them from being covered in human blood. Because if you get a bite and you're bleeding all over the birds, that could be worse than just edging them away with your foot. You have to think these things out before it happens. Because I've been bitten in the past, not for a long time, but I was more concerned about not getting the blood on them than anything else. And occasionally I'll get a little nip, and I just watch to make sure I'm not getting any blood on them because our blood is definitely not good for them. Right, big boy? Hmm? You watching Cecil beat me up? Is that what you're watching? Hmm?
Do you want to go next, KayKay? You want to be tucked
Huh.
on?
Hi, Bob. What are you doing? I don't think you got that figured out terribly well. Yeah. He's trying to put his head through a space that it wouldn't fit. Okay. That's the kind of thing I would expect a dog to do, not a bird, but
Oh, it's Bob for you.
there you are. You figured it out, didn't you? Hi, Bob. Hi, oh, you boy. How's that boy? That's my big boy. How you doing, kid?
They
You all
figure
right?
everything out.
You all right? How's Babaloo? Bob's a good bird.
Mm.
Bob's a good bird. He's stopped being aggressive towards KayKay and he's playing on the other side, so that worked. You never know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You have to kind of throw your hat in the ring in those situations, though. Because if you don't, you end up afraid to get the two birds close to each other, and that doesn't do anybody any good. But you also have to be ready to defend them against each other, and then to deal mostly with the bird that's the aggressor, not the one that. If you got a bird that really gets hurt, that's different. But if you got two birds that are fighting and one of them's the aggressor, and you get them separated, nobody's hurt. You want to deal with the aggressor, not the one that was being chased, right, Bob? Because that's the one that's got the problem that you have to deal with. The other one was just defending itself. Mander, are you having fun over there? You rocking and rolling there, big boy? What you do now? You're gonna stand still. He was just
He
doing
stopped
all
as soon
kinds
as
of
you
that.
put the camera on him.
Yep,
Mm.
there he goes.
Spin, 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 spin. Nope. Maybe. Oh, I see a Bob
Babaloo.
on the other chair. Bob. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, Mander.
Manderbird. Manderbird. Ouch. Careful how you whack the AirPods into my ear.
Mm. Mm. Lucy is also looking over a bit. Lucy, what's going on? Where are you going?
She was going, literally. We're going to the bathroom, Lucy. Says, no, we never go to the bathroom. We just poop where we are. Well, we do make arrangements for it, don't we, girl? You really want to come over here while he's bashing me? You really?
Mm. How
Well,
pretty
he's
is
not
the
going to
bird?
bash Lucy. Nobody would dare to bash Lucy.
Mm.
Lucy, girl.
Oh, Rita says that Bob got her on the foot once.
Yep. And all Rita was concerned about was whether or not, any of the birds got into the blood. So it wasn't much. It was a small bite, but still blood. And how different is our blood from theirs? Well, the red blood cells we have don't have DNA in them. Theirs do. No, it's not like our blood. They don't need ours, that's for sure. Right, Luce? Right, Luce? Bob, what are you doing on the other chair? Bob. Babaloo. Uh-oh. I'm gonna look over there. Excuse me, Cecil. Okay, it's all right if you play with the towels I have on. He goes over there and tries to throw the towels off so he can chew the upholstery. So I'm trying to stop that. But the chair covers
Hi,
would
Bob.
cost more than the chairs. I was looking at chair covers online. They're like $30. I paid $25 a piece for the chair. Bob, you're so handsome. Such a handsome boy.
Oh, we love the
Yeah.
Bobby.
You're such a handsome boy, aren't you? You a good boy, Bob? Hey, Bob is a good bird. Bob is a good boy.
And I think Lucy wants a preen.
Now, she's such a sensitive little thing. As soon as somebody's preening her and it hurts just a little bit, she goes into full attack mode. It's time to watch pretty close. He does a good job of preening, but she's really sensitive. So.
Yeah, Bob is a skilled preener. You can see it. And it's so lovely when they are with the beak that close to the eyes of the other two and that no one is concerned.
They're so trusting.
At the moment, Lucy enjoys.
He'll eventually catch some spot which will make her mad. Well, I shouldn't say mad, but it will disturb her and she'll squawk. They don't get angry. I don't know exactly what that emotion is, but I'm not a bird, so I don't know it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, aren't I? Well, I gotta keep my eyes over here, though. These two are going to get into it at some point. What's you doing, KayKay? Hi, KayKay. He's a quick learner, though. He only got half the time out yesterday that he normally gets. We got 2 hours instead of 4, so he figured out to be calm. But I wasn't. I made a point of telling him I wasn't upset with him. But you just do by saying, KayKay's a good bird. Yes, KayKay's a good boy. Yes, he is. What? You guys are not going to fight? That's a first. I'm glad, though. I had to keep my attention on you. It's all right, KayKay. He's not going to do anything to you. It's okay, KayKay. It's okay, Kay. It's okay, Kay.
That looks a bit funny, KayKay. Are you headbanging or what are you doing? Hi, KayKay. You trying to regurgitate?
Actually, looks like he's just playing, but
No, KayKay.
he likes the feel of the material. Lovely. That's what it sounds like you said. Lovely.
Lovely boy, KayKay.
He's certainly having fun. You little silly. Well, folks, it's that time. So I guess we'll be seeing, I hope to see you guys again on Wednesday. Right,
It is
Sugar?
Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay. Monday then. Thank you. I forget what day it is.
Well, you'll see me and Anne Marie tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, indeed. Right, Lucy? Right. Bob, you want to say goodbye?
Bye-bye.
Bob.
Bye-bye, Bob.
Okay. Say bye, Bob. Say bye, Bob.
Bye-bye.
He says, I don't like technology.
The
Hey,
phone
guys,
people
thanks
are
for
so scary.
thanks for coming, and thanks for the donation, Aaron. And we're